So culture is a word that is really popular right now. Whether you think about it this way or not, there's a culture within this room right now. There's a culture within this space and within all the people that are in this room. There's a chemistry, and it's changing all the time. You may not think of it this way, but there's a culture within your relationship or with your spouse, or certainly with your little kids and your family. There's a culture that's being created every single day, and absolutely there is a culture within your team and within your organization. And Fast Company magazine just recently said that culture isn't optional anymore. Culture isn't optional anymore. A lot of times we used to think that building and creating culture and thinking about culture was an afterthought. But really, it's not optional anymore. In fact, what they're saying is culture is critical. And so the way that I define culture within any of those, within this room, within our families, within our relationships, and certainly within our teams and organization, is that culture is how we think, how we act, and how we interact. Culture is defined by how we think first. That's why companies and organizations start to try to identify and articulate what are our core values. You know, what is it that's most important to us? And because we have to begin to train ourselves, and we all within this culture need to understand how is it that we even want to show up every day, and what is our mindset, and how is it that we think. Culture then is also the way that we act. That it's about our own leadership actions every single day within that culture. So when nobody's watching, how is it that I show up and go about my life, my work? And what leadership actions do I put into motion? And then lastly, it's about how we interact, right? It's about every single day, those small interactions between, my wife and I, between my kids and I, between those of you on your team, and then certainly every single interaction that we have throughout an organization. Slowly, the culture is created. One person at a time, one act at a time. Over time, that is how the culture is created.